This is One-on-One. There she is, Dr. Maggie McMenamin, President, Union County College. Good to see you.
Thanks so much, Steve. I'm happy to be here.
For people who do not know the Union County College brand, you have 4 campuses.
Correct.
Where are they?
Well, our main campus is in Cranford, and that's where we really started. And we have secondary campuses in the city of Elizabeth on the east, in Plainfield in the west, and we have another campus, a 4th campus, a little smaller, in Scotch Plains, and that's in partnership with UMDNJ for specialized health programs.
How long have you been in the position you're in?
Oh, I've been there almost 3 years. I like to call myself the new president, and I'm riding that as long as possible.
You know, you've talked about the whole concept of education as a ladder. Mm-hmm. Describe what that means, because I said, what does she mean by a ladder?
Well, in the old days, people would go to college, go to high school, go to college, leave, and never go back to college. They'd just go into the workforce and never return. We know that in this modern economy, that students, workers, adults are going to come on and off the education career ladder. They'll come in, they may get a certificate or a degree, they'll go out into the workforce, and then they're going to realize, I need more training. I want to get a better job, so let me hop back on. I could hop back on for a couple courses to hone my computer skills or my social media skills, or maybe I want to come back on and get an advanced degree, or complete career change. So we encourage adults or students to always think about lifelong learning. You're never too old to come back, get retuned, and prepared either to do a better job or to do a different job.
So what you're saying, doctor, is someone who's listening to you right now, who's thinking, wait a minute, I thought I had to go for this many years, drop everything else I was doing, which that's tough. And if I can't do that, I'm not going. You're saying, get that out of your head.
Get it out of your head. Come in and take a short term, even if you come in, take a couple courses, get your feet wet. Focus on getting a certificate. We have 15 and 30 credit certificate programs.
Both?
Both of them at
How are they different?
Well, shorter in duration, less intensity in terms of the number of the broadness, but maybe a focus. Let's say if you are a chef and you want to get a certificate in pastry.
Hold on, are you saying the hypothetical, or you actually have that?
No, we don't have it at Union, but among the 19 county colleges in
many.
New Jersey,
because I know Burlington has that.
That's right.
I think there's
Atlantic
one in
Cape,
Atlantic,
in
right.
Hudson, at several of the county colleges. Come in, get
Morris,
a short-term certificate. Whether automotive, come and get a short-term certificate in brakes or transmissions. So you can do it in chunks. And we like to set it up like a ladder. Some people call it scaffolding of credentials. And for some students, particularly returning adult students, it's hard to focus on, oh boy, I need a 4-year degree for this, or I need a 4-year degree plus graduate school. That's way too much.
It's like Mount Everest.
Absolutely.
I can't climb that.
Take it, it's like a marathon. Take it in 1 mile at a time.
Do a 5K. Do a 1 mile race first.
That's right. And the short-term certificates, 15 credits, 30 credits, build on that, get an associate's degree, and at different points, jump off into the workforce, identify additional skills that you need, come back on, get your degree, let's say paralegal certificate, paralegal degree, and then you think, well, this is something I'd really be interested in. Go off, get your bachelor's degree, focus on law school. There's all sorts of ways to come on that career educational ladder that work for the people of New Jersey and really that stimulate economic development in New Jersey.
You know, it's so interesting. We've been talking to so many of your colleagues from different academic institutions. You know, while there's some similarities, Doctor, in terms of, you know, some have the same academic courses, there are some things that are unique to each campus. What are some things that are unique to yours?
Well, we have, I like to call we have 4 flagship programs at Union County College. We have one of the largest nursing programs in the country. So nursing, it's common to all the county colleges, but we like to think we have the biggest and the best. We also have an exceptional engineering program, second to none. Engineering.
Any particular reason? Is there a history there?
We do. We had a professor, one of the deans of the colleges from the early 1940s, Elmer Wolf, Professor Wolf, engineering program, and he was a visionary in terms of developing 2-year engineering programs that would prepare students to transfer to the finest engineering programs in the state and in the nation. We also, 40 years ago, Professor Wolf started one of the first programs for minority engineering students. He was a visionary, and right now, our program, second to none, preparing students for transfer, not just to NJIT and to Stevens here in New Jersey, but to engineering schools across the region. So that's the second of our flagships.
Right.
We also have a smaller program, but just as significant in terms of its national reputation, program in American Sign Language.
American Sign Language.
And deaf studies. Now, with the onset of the Americans with Disabilities Act, and really that's 23 years ago that legislation passed, but even before that, but now more than ever, there is a high demand for individuals who can provide sign language interpreting.
Where are the career opportunities?
All over, in education, in media,
Absolutely.
in courts and legal proceedings,
Right.
because the law requires that an interpreter be available for individuals who are deaf and hearing impaired. So we have programs, everything from deaf studies to American Sign Language to deaf interpreting in educational settings.
And the final area?
The fourth one is our Institute for Intensive English. I don't know if you know much about Union County, but the Port of Elizabeth in the great city of Elizabeth.
In the most diverse population in the country.
Absolutely, and so many immigrants hundreds of years ago.
Is it ESL, English as a second language?
Absolutely, but yeah, 100 years ago, who were the immigrants? The Irish, the Italians,
Right.
our families,
That's right.
the Eastern Europeans. Over the century, we've been welcoming into our country and into New Jersey through that Port of Elizabeth into Union County. So it's only fitting that we have a very large, over 1,000 students in that Institute for Intensive English, where new immigrants can learn how to speak our language, reading, writing, speaking in several different levels. We have students from 78 different countries learning how to speak English and learning how to be American citizens through that institute.
Powerful stuff. By the way, real quick, how many students are at your place?
Nearly 40,000 credit and non-credit students.
And the campuses again are in?
Cranford, Elizabeth, Plainfield, and Scotch Plains.
Dr. Maggie McMenamin. I like your Italian name, by the way. Speaking of immigrants, right? President, Union County College, I want to thank you for joining us. It's a powerful story and one of the many in the community and county college world. Thank you, Doctor.
You're welcome. Thanks, Steve.
One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been a production of the Caucus Educational Corporation, celebrating 25 years of broadcast excellence. Funding for this edition of One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been provided by Wells Fargo, Horizon Blue Cross Blue Shield of New Jersey, the New Jersey Education Association, New Jersey Council of County Colleges, New Jersey Manufacturers Insurance Group, PSE&G, and by Verizon Communications. Promotional support provided by the Star Ledger and NJ.com, and by the New Jersey Business and Industry Association. Transportation provided by Airbrook Limousine. One-on-One with Steve Adubato has been produced in partnership with St. Joseph's Healthcare System.